Hello and thank you all for coming out today. My name is Sharon Bhakta and today I'm going to be explaining to you guys why there's a need for change in reforming the Second Amendment. Did you guys know that in the United States of America this year, there have been 134 reported mass shootings? That's within the last 6 months, and that's according to ABC News and data. That means that on average every month, there's approximately 22 mass shootings in the United States. Law-abiding citizens in the NRA would be completely against repealing the Second Amendment. And that's not what I'm here to explain. I'm here to explain that American citizens should have the right to bear arms, just not assault rifles, just not automatic weapons, not semi-automatic weapons. I don't deem these weapons necessary for normal civilians to carry. Now, a way to approach the NRA and the law-abiding citizens about this issue is to compromise. We compromise by reforming the Second Amendment with the new amendment. As for your guys' meeting today, I hope that you guys will understand more about this controversial issue that society faces today. And maybe, hopefully, in a few years down the road from now, that mass shootings won't be a problem anymore. So, as for my credibility, I've done extensive research and studied various data. I'm also a social activist about these issues on various different platforms. We cannot change the Second Amendment, so I'm saying we push for a new one. We pave the way for a new one. So moving on to the problem now, I know that there are two constants. There are guns and people being murdered. So within this problem, the majority does know the problem, and if the majority does know the problem, and we've identified this problem, why have we not taken the actions to resolve this problem? That's because there are too many loopholes regarding classifications on what is an assault rifle and what's not, what is an automatic weapon and what's not. These classifications, gun owners and gun sellers have found loopholes and ways around this, in ways that they can purchase it, in ways that they can own it. So I propose a new amendment. Going about this new amendment, Joe Devney, who's a linguistic consultant, says that because text cannot be changed, new text can be added that supersedes old and previous text. Now he's talking about amendments in terms of this. In terms of the new amendment, I think that it needs to say that civilians and gun license owners should not be allowed to carry and own automatic weapons, assault rifles, and semi-automatic weapons. We should provide a list of all of these weapons that could potentially find a loophole around it, a way into it, and completely say that these weapons are not allowed for anybody to be owned. As for the shootings in America, these are just some of the cities that have had mass shootings since January 1st, 2018. A lot of people say, including Donald Trump, said that we should arm teachers and professors. But I think that this is a really costly approach if we can barely even afford textbooks. And secondly, should a teacher even be required to learn all that? Does a teacher really need to know how to protect their students with another firearm? Does a teacher really want to learn it, but want to know how to learn that? Arming school guards was another way to possibly resolve this problem. But at Columbine, there were armed school guards, yet it still happened. People said that we should increase security measures at schools. Well, at Sandy Hook, they did increase security measures in the sense that they had locked doors in every door. But the shooter broke through glass panes and bypassed these doors because of it. Cheryl Johnson, who's a criminal justice professor at Xavier University, said that statistically, school shootings are extremely rare, so it's hard to say what security measure is or needs to be improved in order to prevent school shootings. School shootings are just completely spontaneous and uncommon that there's no way to predict these things. She said that there are so many methods where security measures have been increased and have still yet failed. This just goes to show that you can do these things, but the one constant is still the guns. And as long as the guns are the constant, then the problem will always remain. In the last 6 school mass shootings in America, the common gun with all of them has been an AR-15. An AR-15 is not classified as an assault rifle, even though it really is. These classification issues are the reason why we cannot, that these mass shootings are still happening. Now, I want to show you guys this demonstration. This is just a demonstration of how the cycle works, how mass shooting works. It goes from mass shooting, people send their thoughts and prayers, there are Facebook debates about it, everyone forgets, Congress does nothing, crickets chirp, and it happens again. This is the unfortunate reality of what happens every single time, what has happened every single time. And as a gun owner, you gotta ask yourself, do I really need this assault rifle to protect my family? Because after all, you are claiming your gun because of self-defense or hunting purposes. But do you really need an assault rifle to hunt? Do you need an automatic weapon to hunt or protect your family? Does a handgun not do that job? You need to ask yourself, why would I keep wanting these mass shootings and still be a law-abiding citizen? If we want to propose this change of the new amendment, we have to push Congress. We have to keep voicing our opinions. We have to just keep being more persistent overall with our approach in going about these issues. We have to keep wanting to proceed in these changes. We have to be deliberate when it comes to what our mission is and how we should go about it. And that's pretty much it. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Do you think there's any country that we should base our gun reform off of? Like, is there a good example?
I do think that we should have stricter gun laws, and a country I look at is Australia. And Australia actually has stricter gun laws after a mass shooting happened. I think it was 25 years ago. And basically, Australia's gun laws state that now you have to have a genuine reason other than self-defense if you want to purchase a gun. They also have stricter gun laws in a sense that they do not import guns from anywhere. And they make their own, a lot of the gun manufacturers there make their own guns, so you know exactly what they're making. Any other questions? All right, thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it very much.